Part 2 of my ranting and ravings, guys. Welcome to the diary of the graver named John Weaver, which is me, your fellow zombie out here in Roseman, California. Time index right now is 12:31 in the morning, a day before Thanksgiving. It's still the 26th of November, 2025. Guard the Leaf. Shout out to Belle of the... I just call her Belle. I know she was still with Bo of the Fifth Column. Shout out to the gentleman there and to the lady of Belle. Not to mention the artist in recovery, / Terrell P, and to a newcomer, the Reverend Ed Travers of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Hi, guys. Okay, my rantings and ravings continue on as the lunatic madman continues on this broadcast here. So, in my previous video, I tried to describe just what kind of insanity we're dealing with in the hopes that the midterms are going to be solving everything. We're already seeing that there's a breakage in the GOP / Trumplicans, I call them. Marjorie Taylor Greene decided she's flipping out. She's getting the hell out of Dodge. She ain't dealing with Washington, D.C. anymore, at least in the Congress. But now she wants to do it in the individual. Well, good luck on her. She'd already been a handful throughout the decade. But now we'll see if she's going to be actually able to do something outside of Congress. Meanwhile, we still have a World War III situation dealing with when we have an egomaniac who wants to chase everything. And I mentioned you guys because Canada, you're affected a great deal about this one. You're going to be showing to be the strongest defense person out there. You're going to be showing the strongest trading partner because we lost our edge in the United States of America. We lost it. We screwed up with the Electoral College because we wanted the insanity and the chaos. But the people who are fighting the chaos and confusion, we're trying desperately to hold on to what we have until the midterms. And once the midterms comes, are we going to have our country back, or is the world going to be looking back at the United States as the problem child and needs to be fenced off from everybody? A mad dog. Well, in a way, we are a mad dog because we have a madman elected as a president, not to mention the Trumplicans that keeps coming out of his ass. We got a warmongering... I can't define this guy. Hegseth? The talk show host on Fox turns out to be the leader of our Defense Department, and now the War Department. And he thinks he knows better because of what limited military experience he had. He really doesn't know his ass from a hot rock. And the reasons why we had the 6 congressional coming out to tell people, including the world, not to mention the own people, but the rest of the world, that we don't have to do the illegal orders. We don't have to keep doing the assault unless we have Trumplicans already in process or the military leaders so damn scared they're not willing to cross the line. Now we're going to be threatening people left and right on this one. Meanwhile, the madman who we call the President of the United States, if you can call it that. I mean, the presidency is now bought and sold. We're supposed to be having a nice, big, beautiful ballroom, and we're not getting that damn thing worked on. But no, we can get the White House ruined. That's about it. No, we can't even get any peace going on with the Ukrainians and the Russians. There's no peace. Is there any profit in peace? Is there something going to be like something shiny coming from the Nobel Peace Prize? To the Nobel community out there, do you think we have a leader in the United States worthy enough to have the coveted price? Because apparently the last time we had, crash and burned. Literally. We have a president so hell-bent on getting things, it's not even funny. So yeah, I've got an issue, personal issue over this damn thing, because we have a president who has no couth. None. He looks at the Canadians as another acquisition. The reason why he still has an ambassador out there, still pushing the agenda, because he thinks he still can rape, pillage, and pilfer and plunder. I did say the R word, didn't I? But I'm not taking it back. They can yank my ass on that one. But we're doing piracy here on you guys. So part of Canada may be part of the United States, if we can convince any part of you jokers out there that you'll be willing enough to deal with the insanity of the United States of America. And may I offer one suggestion? Don't do it. From one U.S. United States citizen here in California, who lives out here in the Antelope Valley, the armpit of the California area. I can say that because I'm a native up here. Deal with it. Don't do it, Canada. Shun the hell out of us if you have to. There are people out here that still want your business. There's still people out here that still want your friendship. Well, with the insanity we've got going on with the government system, there's no way in hell you're going to have any logic coming out of us. If my words are sounding gibberish and just gibberish, then maybe I am not effectively communicating how badly we screwed this thing up for you guys and everybody else in the world, not to mention to ourselves. And there's no amount of groveling, of amend process over here we can do to you Canadians during this current administration of hell in a handbasket. Because there's no way in hell you're going to be wondering whether or not the next president is going to be legitimate or not. Unless, of course, the guy or woman or whoever we've got in there are they going to be effective enough to do a lot of ass kissing on this one, or a lot of amend processing, a lot of apologies, and trying to start an amend process with you guys. Don't count on our current administration, guys. Do not. We can't get this son of a bitch under control. We sure as hell can't get our current Congress effective enough to do any kind of 25th Amendment on the guy. We can't get him out of office. Because we don't have the balls in our government system. We don't have enough of them. We don't have the courage. We don't have the gunners. These guys are too damn screwed up with their own damn profits. It's not even funny. And if you think we're greedy bastards, you're right. You're right, guys. We are greedy bastards. We want. And we're going to be screwing things up. How? We're communicating through our current administration, aren't we? We're communicating through Congress. The Democrats are shackled by the numbers. They are limited because they don't have the number of power to take control over Senate and the House of Representatives. Not until the midterms. And we're hoping and praying that the midterms will be the miracle we're looking for. And here's the thing, guys. If it isn't, then we're going to see a hell of a lot more decline in our country and more strengthening of you guys in Canada. Now, I'm coming across reports concerning about the fighter programs we have over here that we wanted to sell off. We can't sell them off, can we? Not to you guys or to anybody else for that matter. You were going to buy our F-35s. Well, so much for that one, didn't we? We screwed up that one. So now, we are putting out our frustrations on Venezuela, who doesn't have the strength necessary to knock out an aircraft carrier, not to mention several escort vehicles and a couple of submarines out there. We got the firepower to at least make their day a rotten day. We're already doing it to a lot of unarmed small boats that keep trying to escape Colombia and Venezuela, mostly Venezuela. The United Nations is having a field day over us. And I imagine that our United States ambassador is acting too much of a fool and idiot. But we've already got a fool and idiot representing the United States to Canada. I'm already hearing it from you guys, Color to Guard. Oh yeah, I've heard about you guys. I'm hearing more and more. I'm hearing more and more concerning about what the Canadians think about the United States. And right now, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one damn bit. We can't get this dog under control. Now, we got a problem here, and I'm going to have to make this short on this one, if I can. If you look at the United States Constitution, everyone keeps looking at the legislative branch, and they kept looking at Article 2, Section, 5 or 6 or somewhere in there, concerning about how to remove the president and the cabinet. Now, a lot of people have been posting memes thinking this is going to be the one to do it. But they hadn't read history on this one. They haven't read the history regarding this. Because we had the amendment changed, installed actually. The 25th Amendment. It doesn't take out the cabinet. It can only take out the person at a time. Meaning, it takes out the president and the vice president individually. Now, when the Constitution was originally started, guys, back in the 1700s, let's put it on not specific dates, but just a general. In that time, we had been fighting a war with England. Not the British Empire I would call them, but I still call it England because it was still England back in the time. And they were still trying to expand their empire across the waters. And part of that empire was the 13 colonies, the European invaders that came over to the new land to spread whatever they had, including their death and disease, and muskets, and ideologies, and religious views, to the point where we damn near destroyed the Native Americans with the European Manifest Destiny. But during that time when we were fighting for our independence and got the damn thing, we were still in the process of getting the Constitution working. And it took us years to get all the 13 colonies ratified, most of them anyway. But it's still held. And in there, yes, there was a clause in the Constitution of if the presidency, the executive branch, so to speak, was doing lousy, then Congress should take him out. All of the administration and put a new one. But that was back in the 1700s. Things had changed throughout the time. Current events would probably dictate we need a new administration change, but we can't do it. We have the 25th Amendment to work with. And we had Trump impeached about 2 or 3 times already. But never convicted. Because the Senate was controlled by the GOP at that time, turning into Trumplicans. So there was no way in hell we could get Trump out of office during that time. We sure as hell can't do it right now because they're too damn afraid. The GOP is too damn afraid of Trump. He's amassed too much wealth and power at this point. He already had Elon Musk take out our infrastructure, take out our skeletal system of our government system. Turn this into a jellyfish. How's that for an apt description of the United States? We're jellyfish. Or worse, protoplasm. We're not projecting any strength at this point over here except maybe having pop guns out there. Dangerous pop guns. Because we have a toddler brain running everything we can't get rid of just yet. You think some of us are not happy with this? Au contraire, we are pissed. But the thing is, Canada, the thing is, we can't go after him physically, okay? We can't goes to the streets with pitchforks and torches and ready to take out the Frankenstein in its creation. Because then he'll turn the military on us. That's what we're afraid of. Posse comitatus, buried into effigy. The reason why we had the Congressional Six, I call them, do the actions they did. Because they're telling the military what their actions are. We all know about tyranny, okay? If we had studied world history, guys. If we actually studied our world history, not to mention our own local histories and our own little providences, but world history, do we understand about tyranny throughout our human history? Do we understand it entirely? This is what makes it complicated and convoluted, because a lot of people keep forgetting it's shit. DEI and liberalism and wokeism have tossed out because we don't want to learn about all the darker nature of humanity we screwed people over with. I wish I could make this clear to you guys in Canada what's going on. I wish I could make you understand what's going on. But you guys already know. Does the rest of the world understand? Does the rest of the world know how we have gotten ourselves screwed up? Does the rest of America understand this shit? You tell me. You tell me in a video. You let me know. The Diary of a Graver named John Weaver. Am I mad as an angry or mad as a Mad Hatter? You tell me. We'll have a talk.